I know a lot of you take advantage of this time of the year to do some serious, dark stuff. But that stops today. I am the spirit of vengeance, and I'm here to do a review. Ah! Marvel Legends retro carded figure, Ghost Rider. Let's begin. Now let's check out the outer box for Marvel Legends Ghost Rider. This is a retro carded box based on the 5-inch Toy Biz Marvel Vintage line, guys. The packaging is very similar. We have the classic Marvel Comics logo on the top left corner, guys. And also we have the name of Ghost Rider in vintage design as well. And we have a picture of Ghost Rider himself. And below we have the figure itself packed in transparent plastic so that we can appreciate the figure and also we can appreciate the accessories. And we have some warnings below and of course a picture of Ghost Rider riding the bike, guys. Now let's check out the side of the box. Just can see a glance of the figure, nothing much. So now let's check out the back of the box. Here we have an instruction section just like the vintage Toy Biz, guys. Again, the letters of Ghost Rider there. And here below we have information about the character in different languages. And finally we have the legal information and warnings. Now, the other side of the box we have just, again, a glance of the figure. Nothing much. Now we're back to the front of the box. It's time to get this badass figure out of the box, guys. Now here we have the blister box, guys. And you can appreciate the figure even more. Of course, the accessories, the extra head sculpt, the extra hands. You can even appreciate as well the cool artwork of Ghost Rider riding his bike. Once you open the box, you will see this little paper here with some warnings as well. Now, let's get this figure out of the box, guys. Okay guys, here we have the vanilla pose for Ghost Rider. And of course, that head sculpt is what stands out in this figure. But we shall check out the head later on. Let's start with the black and grey jacket, guys. Looks really cool. Look at those buttons inside the inverted U. That's how I call it. That's sort of a rectangle there. The inverted U with the buttons in the middle. And that cool looking chain there, of course. His signature weapon, guys. Looking really cool. And of course the badass collar on top. Really nice. I would like to get myself a jacket like this. I also like the contrast between the black jacket and the light grey pants. Really nice contrast. And of course that awesome belt. Nice details. Nice sculpted details, guys. Then we have the rider boots. Very nicely sculpted. Now it's time to check out the head. Really nice head sculpt, guys. So Ghost Rider has this translucent flaming hair with red and orange colors, guys. And of course, I very much like the face, the bone face. Nicely sculpted, nicely painted as well. Those menacing orange eyes, really cool. And of course, I very much like that it has an articulated jaw. You can actually open or shut the jaw. Really cool. Very satisfied with this figure. Now that we have reviewed the vanilla pose, let's check out the articulation for this figure, guys. So it's time to check out the articulation, guys. Starting with the head. The head moves left and also moves right. And the head moves down and it moves up very nicely. It also tilts. Now let's check out the torso articulation for Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider actually has an ab crunch, So you can move the torso forward, and you can also move the torso backwards very smoothly too. And of course, the waist, you can actually rotate very nicely. Now let's check out the arm articulation, guys. So the arm moves forward and it moves backwards very nicely. Also the arm can move out, just like this. This figure also has bicep articulation, and you can rotate the bicep all the way like this, very nicely. Now let's check out the elbow articulation. And of course it's a double jointed elbow. You can flex the elbow like this. We have hand articulation for Ghost Rider. The hand moves down and moves up. And it can rotate 360 degrees as well. Moving on to the leg articulation. You can move the leg forward and you can move the leg backwards just a bit, guys. You can also move the leg out just a little bit as well. Ghost Rider has a thigh cut very nicely, and it can rotate 360 degrees like this very nicely, guys. Then we have, of course, knee articulation, and we have a double jointed knee, which you can bend all the way up to here. Very nice. Finally, we don't have shin articulation, but we do have foot articulation. And the foot moves down, and it moves up, down, up, very nicely. The foot also has a rocker, as you can see. And that's it for the articulation of Ghost Rider, guys. It's now time to check the accessories for Ghost Rider, guys. Okay guys, here we have the accessories for Ghost Rider. These are all flamey accessories, as you can see here. So let's start with the extra head. This is a transitioning head sculpt, as you can see. Ghost Rider is flaming on. Ha ha ha. So this head sculpt, of course, is nicely sculpted. You can appreciate Johnny Blaze's blonde hair with that translucent fire effect, which is really, really cool. And as you can see, he has an agonizing face with red eyes and grinding teeth. All very nicely detailed. So it's a very, very cool head sculpt, guys. Next we have the flame power effects. One for each hand. I like the orange-red colors in these fire effects, guys. Next we have the skeleton hands with flame effects. Also nicely detailed, guys. And last but not least, we have the flame chain. By far my favorite accessory of this figure, guys. Really, really nicely sculpted how the chain is catching fire. Can't wait to show you some poses with this flame chain. So that's it for the accessories, guys. Okay guys, here we have Ghost Rider Johnny Blaze, who was a motorcycle stuntman, and of course becomes bound to the spirit of vengeance, Zarathos. After making the deal with Mephisto to spare his father's life, he becomes the Ghost Rider, obtains abilities beyond this world, guys. He's able to cross from this world into the immortal realm, bringing vengeance upon those who have done bad things in the world. So obviously he transforms into this flaming skeleton, and of course there are many versions of this character. We have Daniel Ketch, we have Robbie Reyes as well, and of course they use these different vehicles powered up by their own powers. So I am pleased that I have this figure, guys. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been a very fired up review, guys. Let me know what you think about this figure in the comments. Do not forget to give a like and of course subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next on Alan's Collection. I'm coming for your soul.